Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In this video I want to take a look at both charts, and someone asked me to take a look at the weekly chart of Bitcoin and some of the indicators as they look rather bullish, and we're going to take a look at that in this video. And also thanks a lot for all your support. 39,000 subscribers reached today, and maybe this week we're gonna get the 40,000 maybe on Sunday, so that would be fantastic. 40,000 subscribers, bit of a milestone. However, it's not yet 50,000, so there's a little bit of a more of a way to go. But yeah, this is I think the fastest growing crypto channel that I'm aware of. I'm tracking some of the metrics and track how many subscribers per day some of the larger crypto channels are actually earning, and More Crypto Online is ahead of all of them. Yeah, I've checked that in the last few days, so it's just fantastic. So thanks again for all your support, and it's great that this channel is growing so fast. Receive so many likes in the current market environment, because it's easy to grow a crypto channel when the prices are only going up, but it's harder to grow the channel when prices are going down or are moving sideways. And it's just fantastic that this channel is growing so fast. So again, thanks again for all your support. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Still primary expectation, we go down straight away into this yellow target area between 20 and 29K. Below that wave A here. Yeah, we talked about that. This is the low Bitcoin needs to go below. It's actually this one here. Yeah, I need to move that over. That is the June 2021 low at around 28.7K. Yeah, this is where we need to go below to really enable Bitcoin to free itself from this ongoing correction that has now at least lasted nearly a year, because all of this has been a correction. Yeah, and we're now at a tipping point, at a similar tipping point where we were actually here. So yeah, we had this situation and we've got this situation here, and I didn't like the structure back then. I also didn't like the structure here. Remember, I talked about that I'm very skeptical about this structure that was back in September 21. Talked about it. Didn't really believe that we would go to new all-time highs. Well, we did, but in the end, it was not sustainable. And that's what I always try to communicate, that even if we go higher from here and break above this 46.5K level that I've mentioned a few times now, where my alternative scenario would go live, yeah, that we can go higher. But even from then, I would believe that we come down once more, because the structure just doesn't support new all-time highs. Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't. It didn't here, and it doesn't here. I mean, yeah, we made a new all-time high, but it was nothing sustainable. If I'm talking about a sustainable move to the upside, it would be something where you're actually moving, doing a 2x, a 3x, a 4x, and actually will stay even in the next major dip above the current levels. Yeah, that's what we are looking for, what most people are looking for, and we're not there yet. We need to clean up this whole mess, this whole structure. Need to go below that previous wave A low to really complete the correction in a clean way, and then that's what Bitcoin normally does, and then we can only start then to new all-time highs. Now let's go to the more imminent price moves here. As I said, there is this primary expectation that we go down straight away. The alternative is that we break above 46.5K, and only then my alternative goes live. Anything that is happening here in between is just the up and down. There's no reason to panic. Bitcoin's still below the 50-day moving average, and it's just the up and down, right? At the moment, Bitcoin really just moving sideways. I mean, maybe we're going to see this head and shoulders pattern here that I talked about in previous videos. Maybe this is really what's going to happen. You can already see that it's starting to develop. We had the left shoulder, we've got the head, and maybe this will really become the right shoulder. And if this completes as a right shoulder and it's looking a bit like that we're rolling over again, then we could go down to that neckline here at 37.3K. And then if we lose that, then we could go down to the next key support at 34.5. Below 34.5, it gets very likely that this alternative scenario up here is invalidated. And yeah, then we can go down with a higher likelihood to the downside. Now, I wanted to take a look at the weekly chart and the indicators, because I was asked to take a look at it because it's starting to look bullish. And yeah, to be honest, it is. Which doesn't mean that we need to go to new all-time highs, but it could point towards the scenario that we could really move to this alternative scenario, which is not invalidated, yeah, which is still a possibility, that we basically break above this neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, yeah, this 46.5K level, which is, by the way, the same level where we've got one of the key Fibonacci retracement levels, above which the current wave count would be pretty much invalidated, yeah. And if we do that, we could go down, we could go all the way up to 65K, yeah, but then we would come down again. That is pretty much what I see in the chart, what I believe. And the thing is, you see the RSI go to the upside slightly. It's still sort of bearish, but you can see the MACD is constantly reducing that negative momentum, okay? And we're not there yet, but if this continues and we see then maybe in 3 to 4 weeks, and yeah, this sideways movement can go on for a few more weeks, yeah, and you see something like that, I mean, that can, the last time we really had that bullish crossover here, and by the way, the price can go up even though you still have negative momentum here, yeah. It did that back here from June 21. We basically here from middle of July we basically started to increase the price, yeah, and we still had negative momentum, but it was reduced constantly, and then you moved to new all-time highs, yeah, when the weekly had a bullish crossover on the MACD. And you basically have the same situation here, where also the stochastic RSI back there was for a few months actually in the on the weekly in the oversold area, and you've got the same situation here, but now already it's starting to go up, that stochastic RSI on the weekly. What is even more bullish is actually the 4-day chart, where we actually have here already the bullish crossover on the 4-day chart. We've seen that already. Yeah, it's not that great because you're sort of losing positive momentum again, but still, if that plays out, again, you're at a very similar situation where you were back here in July, yeah, where you had a very similar situation, and from here you also moved to new all-time highs, yeah. Also where the back here the stochastic, now it was a similar level actually, the stochastic RSI. So and then it also did hold here for various months actually in this overbought range, yeah, and you moved to new all-time high. So it is possible that from here we can move higher, absolutely. But from my point of view, all of this would not be a sustainable move to the upside. And the simple reason is that we haven't finished in a clean way that ABC correction, and that the monthly MACD is still pointing down. Still pointing down, still bearish. And that is not where we were back in July 21. We did not have that bearish momentum. Okay, we have that now, and going to new all-time highs, if the MACD line is going down that much on the monthly, I don't think it is the case. And on top of that, we don't have the structure, we don't have that clean low in place that we actually want to move to new all-time highs. So yeah, that is my view here on Bitcoin at the moment. So the message is, that alternative scenario is still at play. My primary expectation until we break the 46.5K level is still that we come down here, but there is the possibility that we break it. And I told you what I'm going to do when it happens, because in the end you can predict and forecast what you want. We need to know what happens if the price or if the market decides a certain direction. We need to know what the market can do in a certain scenario. And you know exactly what the market can do in this scenario, therefore my target area. You also know what the market can do in my alternative scenario. I told you that, and therefore I will react to the alternative scenario if we get to that. And I told you that I'm going to open a long position then, above 46.5K after successful retest, and possibly a 4-hour confirmed candle above that area. Cardano, not much to mention, still heading further down here, unfortunately. Maybe in the next video I'm gonna put a animal meme in there again, just for fun. Who knows? It's just it did break that head and shoulders that Bitcoin still has to complete, by the way. Is still retesting that, it did actually retest that former support as resistance, and you can see that last candle here looks quite bearish, that last 4-hour candle where it actually retested it, and was rejected and moved down quite strongly. So again, below 80 cents, and it is losing out against Bitcoin, and that makes me more confident that we can really see here that 55 to 30 cent range. And for me, what I want to see is really the price hit that area and then see a first impulse to the upside. Only then I'm confident that this downtrend is over, and that is pretty much at the moment the view here on Cardano. Nothing crazy happening at the moment, still in the middle of that descending channel below the 50-day moving average, and a clear downtrend at the moment, and the next support would be 75 cents. So that's my view here on Bitcoin and Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment as well for the algorithm. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. You can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and a weekly live stream where you can ask questions. Happens every Sunday. The live chat is great as well, where you can get several announcements. You know, if I see anything interesting, I will let you know. Discord server has a lot of additional content, including my buy and sell orders, and a lot of learning resources as well, some funny stuff as well. And it's just a great community. Yeah, so check it out if you're interested. Again, hopefully you like the update, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.